Hi student, welcome to online classes on module 4, that is gear train. Okay, so in the last class we studied in the previous class we studied what is gear train, how the gear trains are classified, and what are the factors that will help you to solve the problems of related to the gear trains. Okay, now in this class we will discuss how the gear trains are. What are the different methods of gear trains problem to solve the different kinds of problems. So actually there are two methods, one is algebraic method and second one is the tabular method. So we will discuss one by one now. Okay, so methods to find the velocity ratio or train value, methods to find the VR or TV, that is velocity ratio or train value. The two common methods to find the train value in epicyclic gear trains are, one is algebraic method, another is tabular column method. Algebraic method and another is tabular column method. So in examination you can solve the problem by using any one of the above two methods. Either you can solve the problem by algebraic method or you can solve the problem by tabular column method. So first we will discuss the algebraic tabular column method, that is algebraic method. The algebraic method to find the train value by an algebraic method, or algebraic method to find the velocity ratio and or train value. Okay, so consider gear 1 or the sun wheel as the driver and gear 2 as the or planetary wheel as the driven, and 3 is the arm. This is gear 1, this is gear 2 and this is arm 3. Okay, consider a gear 1, or it is called as sun wheel, that is fixed. Second, the driver, so gear 2, or it is called as the planetary wheel as the driven, and arm 3. Okay, so the train value of this, given figure is TV is equal to Z1 by Z2 minus sign. Why I taken negative sign? This because negative sign indicate the two rotates, means these two rotates in a opposite direction. So gear 1 rotate in clockwise, gear 2 rotate in anti-clockwise direction, or if gear 2 rotate in anti-clockwise, gear 1 rotate in a clockwise. Okay, so therefore by algebraic method the train value for algebraic method is minus Z1 by Z2. The negative sign indicate gear 1 and 2 rotate in a opposite direction. Okay, now we will calculate the speed of the wheel related to the arm 1. Speed of the wheel related to the arm 1, so arm 3. Arm 3, so n is nothing but speed and 1 is nothing but gear 1 and 3 nothing but the arms, right? So 1 is nothing but, n is nothing but speed, when 1 is gear 1, 3 is the arm. So then I write n1 minus n3. Similarly, speed of the wheel related to the arm 3, speed of the wheel 2, speed of the wheel 2 here, speed of the wheel 2 related to the arm 3. So that is n, that is speed related to 2 and 3. So it is n2 minus n3. Therefore the train value is equal to n23 divided by n13. So now I will write this n23 equal to n2 minus n3 divided by n1 minus n3, n2 minus n3 divided by n1 minus n3. Hence the train value for the given planetary is as n2 minus n3 divided by n1 minus n3 is equal to minus Z1 by Z2. So therefore remember, this is very important, the general expression for an epicyclic gear train, the general expression for an epicyclic gear train, that is TV is equal to NL minus NR divided by NF minus NR, where NL is speed of the last gear, NR is speed of the arm, NF is the speed of the first gear, NR is the speed of the arm. Okay, so here train value, the general expression for the epicyclic gear train, TV is equal to NL minus NR divided by NF minus NR. NL is speed of the last gear, NR is speed of the arm, NF is speed of the first gear. Okay, now we'll move to the tabular column method, that is second method. The second method, the tabular column method, is also very easy. It is having only 3 main steps. Okay, you can solve the problem by using tabular column method or by algebraic column method. in some of the question paper he mentioned clearly that solve the problem by tabular column method, and in some question paper he does not mention anything. Either you can use the tabular column method or you can use the algebraic method. So first one, so simple 3 steps are there. First one is assume the arm 3 is fixed. So for this tabular column also consider the same figure. Gear 1 driver, gear 2 driven, and arm is fixed, that is R 1, 2 and 3, gear 1, gear 2 and arm 3. Okay, so tabular. Assume the arm 3 is fixed. Assume the arm 3 is fixed and all the other gears are in free to rotate. Therefore, when gear 1 makes 1 revolution in clockwise direction, gear 2 will make minus Z1 by Z2 revolution. As already told, gear A rotate clockwise, the gear B rotate in a anti-clockwise. So that is assume arm 3 is fixed and all the other gears are free to rotate. Therefore, when gear 1 makes 1 revolution in clockwise direction, gear 2 will makes minus Z1 by Z2 revolution. Okay, so this is enter into the first column. It is enter into the tabular column. First, draw the tabular column. Serial number, condition of motion or revolution of the element, arm 3, gear 1 and gear 2. Arm 3, gear 1, gear 2. So if you are having so many gears, if for example you have gear 4, gear 5, gear 6, you can go on adding. So first condition is that fix the arm and give the +1 revolution. What is the first condition? Fix the arm and gives +1 revolution. So please remember the tabular column consists of simple formulas, 3 steps. First one is serial number, second is condition of motion, or you can write revolution of the element. So arm 3, gear 1, gear 2. So first case, fix the arm and gives the +1 revolution to the gear 1. Fix the arm and give +1 revolution to the gear 1. So fix means it is 0 because there is no rotation, because it is a fix. Gear 1 plus revolution, he said, gives +1 revolution to gear 1. So add +1 to the gear 1. So +1. Gear 2. When gear 1 makes 1 revolution, gear 2 makes minus Z1 by Z2. Why negative sign? Because gear A and B are rotate in a opposite direction or opposite to each other. Second step is simple again, multiply by x revolution, then gear will makes minus Z1 by Z2 into x revolution and enter into the second column. That is simple. Whatever you have taken in the first, just whatever the value it may be in the first, just multiply with this to the first column. So multiply by x, 0 into x, it becomes 0. 1 into x, it is x, minus Z1 by Z2 into x, so that is minus Z1 by Z2 into x. Then the third important step is add y. What is third? Give y revolution to the each element of the given epicyclic gear train, add y to the second row value to get the third value. Give y revolution to each element of the given epicyclic gear train, that is add y to the second row value to get the third row, and the tabular column is completed and you can show in the below table. So that is add y, that is 0 plus y, x is there, y plus x. He is saying add, so just word y minus Z1 by Z2 into x. So this will complete the tabular column. Okay, just once again I will repeat. Tabular column consists of mainly 3 things: serial number, condition of motion or revolution of the element, arm 3, gear 1, gear 2. If you are having so many gears, if you are having 4, 5, 6, 7, just you go on adding the columns. First condition, how many gears? It may be 10 gears, no problem. Just follow these 3 steps. First step is what? Fix the arm and give the +1 revolution to gear 1. Fix the arm and give +1 revolution to gear 1. So first fix, when you make the fix, arm is fixed, so enter 0. Then gear 1 gives gear 1 to for plus 1 revolution. So just I given plus 1 revolution for the gear 1. When gear makes 1 revolution, gear 2 is minus Z1 by Z2. Gear 2 will give the minus Z1 by Z2. Why taken minus means it rotates in opposite direction. Second step is multiply by x. Multiply by x, whatever it may be in a value of first row or first column, just multiply by x. 0 into x, it is 0, x into 1, x into this, that is minus Z1 by Z2 into x. Third important step is add y. So add y to the second row of the all the value. Just 0 plus y, that is 0 plus y. 0 plus y is the first over. Now add y plus x, or you can write x plus y. Then add y here also, y minus Z1 by Z2 into x, or you can write minus Z1 by Z2 into x plus y. Now if you ask calculate the speed of the arm, just you write y is equal to your answer. If you ask calculate the gear speed or value of gear 1, so then just write y plus x, that will give you the answer of second value. If you ask gear 3 value or gear 3 speed, just you write y minus Z1 by Z2 into x, so it will give you the result. Okay, simple. Speed of arm can be calculated by whatever the answer it is getting in a first column, y. So our last table will give what, arm y will give the y. Gear 1 what is giving, y plus x, so speed of the gear 1 can be calculated as y plus x. Gear 2 minus y by Z1 by Z2 into x, so speed of the gear 2 is y minus Z1 by Z2 into x. So this is the tabular column method. Okay, thank you.